Welcome to the course overview for the OxMan Multisport race.
First up, the race site is 27 to 28 kilometres down South Eyre Road if you're coming from the Christchurch end. Turn left just after Clarkville School on Tram Road and then just follow South Eyre Road for 27 to 28 kilometres. You'll see in this image here, this is the the entrance to the site area. If you happen to be going out there for a recce, you'll see an OxMan sign, you'll see that prefabricated building there, and the lake is in behind that. The transition is just to the left. Race site will look like you can see in this image here. The site is on a private farm, so you cannot go out there unfortunately and do any reconnaissance work, but you'll see the transition laid out here, the exit and entry points. The parking will be through a gate about halfway down the field.
The multi-sport race will have a second transition area for your kayaks. You can put them there before the race with your vehicle, so just drive up South Eyre Road, turn left into a shingle road just after the race site, and then left again onto Harewood Road, or you can go up to the Harewood Road intersection of South Eyre Road. Drive down to where you hit the cones, double park there and take your kayak across to the multi-sport transition area, and then you can do the same after the race. Just be very mindful that when you do collect your kayaks, there will be runners still on the course, so be very mindful of them.
When you collect your race numbers, you'll get a number, as you can see in the image here. That is to be worn on the front during the run leg. It's optional if you wear it on the bike or during the swim leg. You will also receive a set of stickers. Within that set, you'll have a number to be placed around the seat tube on your bike. You'll have 2 stickers to go on your helmet. The large one goes on the front, the smaller one goes on the side, and then there'll be one additional bag tag if you do wish to drop your bag at the bag drop area for during the race.
Multi-sporters will also have a sticker to go on your kayak. This needs to go on the front left hand side of your kayak to make it as visible as possible for our volunteers who will be counting your laps during the kayak leg. The OxMan Multisport race will start at the same time as the OxMan Mini event. You'll start with the duathletes and also those doing the run only events. The start line will be alongside the transition area.
You will follow the run course, which runs across the paddock, up the bank towards the lake, along the stop bank. When you get to the shingle road, you will make a right hand turn and make your way to the run turn by the finish line. You'll turn around there and then retrace your steps straight back to transition. The bike course is one lap of around about 46 kilometres, and here is a review via Relive. Some special notes on the bike course. Firstly, there are 2 long bridges and several smaller bridges on the course. The longer ones are around about 2 kilometres into the ride on Points Road, and the second long bridge at around about 39 to 40 kilometres on Harewood Road as you return to transition. There are also several small bridges, most of which have the right of way. If you do not have the right of way, it is your responsibility to obey the road code and give way as required if there is any oncoming traffic. You'll also have 2 key intersections you need to cross. The first one being Tram Road, the second one being Oxford Road as you're coming into Cust. These are busy roads. They will be managed by traffic management officials and marshals, but you do need to be ready to stop and give way if required. Additionally, there is a right-hand turn as you are near Oxford. Again, you need to be ready to stop if required. No drafting is allowed during the bike leg, no music is allowed, and the roads are not closed to traffic. Do be mindful of junior athletes that are out on the course. They may be entering the transition area off the bike at the same time as some of the athletes doing the mini OxMan. They are coming from the opposite direction. You also need to be very mindful of them on the run as they are doing a different course. Overall, be nice out there. That's the name of the game. Be nice to your fellow athletes. Be polite to the public, even if you feel they are in the wrong. We want this race to continue for many years to come, so it's imperative that the locals are on board. So do your bit and be nice to everybody. As far as the bike course profile goes, got a really nice mixture of flat, gentle grinding up, and a couple of small hills, as you can see in the profile here. So the first spike is getting over Summer Hill, which is not steep at all, but it's a nice little break. Then you grind up German Road to the highest point, and then you have a really nice fast finish all the way down to the transition coming down Harewood Road. So if the wind's up, that is going to be a very fast second half of the bike ride. Also, if the wind's up, you will be eligible to get some crosswinds from time to time, so choose your wheels accordingly.
The second run for the Multisport race is made up of 2 and a little bit laps. So if you're looking at this map, you'll come out of transition following the pink line around the lake, taking you back to the finish line where there is a turn point. When you reach that turn point, you'll then head back out on the run course to complete 2 full laps following the yellow line. The first half of the lap is on shingle roads, the second half of the lap is on sealed roads. There is an aid station midway through the lap. Just be mindful that those doing the mini OxMan and some of the other events will be doing a different number of laps, so just be mindful that you are doing 2 and a little bit laps. Just before you finish the end of your second lap of the run, you'll need to transition into the kayak. So when you reach that Multisport transition zone, you'll obviously go in there, transfer into your kayak, and then jump into the lake in a self-supported way. You'll then complete 10 laps of the lake. We do totally understand that counting to 10 in the middle of a race when you're under fatigue is a challenge, but please do try to do it. Our recommendation is you take a time for your first lap, and then you should be able to work out from there how many laps to do. Also pressing your lap button on your watch each time you go through to use that as a count as well. We will have volunteers on the sidelines counting laps for each of you, and they can remind you as you go through. You'll have a sticker on your boat, and we need to make sure that that is visible on your left hand side of your boat so the marshals can see that and tick you off each time you come through for a lap. When you complete the kayak, you'll need to pull your kayak out of the water back into the transition area, and then you have a very short 100 to 200 meter run to the finish line. If you're part of a team, the changeover point is at the designated bike rack for your team, which will be numbered. All you do is change over the timing transponder, which will be velcroed around your ankle, so it just needs to be transferred from your swimmer or runner doing the first leg onto your cyclist and then onto the second runner. All 3 team members are welcome to run down the finishing chute together. So we've just been through a brief overview of the event. Further details are available from the race manual. They'll be available via the website. So have a fantastic race. A huge thanks to the Spark family for allowing us to use the lake and the surrounding areas on their farm. Please respect the farm area and thank them if you see them. This race is brought to you by the Canterbury Triathlon Club. If you want to get more involved in our sport, please go to canterburytriclub.co.nz. Join up to the club and support us in providing races and a triathlon environment for everybody living in Canterbury. Have a fantastic race.